and Dave had to wear the Blackhawks full pads for an entire day. And after playing in the kickball tournament and everything, and he was like, "Can you just please like let me just eat dinner like with regular clothes on?" And I was like, "Fine." And then he just immediately goes, "I would never would have let you out of that." And I hadn't felt that dumb. The handshake made me feel like that, where I was like, I haven't felt that dumb in that long. And I was like, God damn it, what a fucking idiot I am. Barstool Pick'em, we are back, and we are brought to you by our friends at Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Created by fans, for fans, Game Time is a ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. It's all possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you'd never buy. They'll even credit you 110% of the seat price if you can find a better deal elsewhere. You can also get limited-time discounts with exclusive flash deals. The purchase process takes just 2 taps, 10 seconds, and once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone. No printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text, so you can get into the game seamlessly, skip the hassle, enjoy the moment. Game Time, the best ticketing app out there. I use it all the time going to Cubs games. We got football season. Go download the Game Time app or go to the website, enter your email, and redeem code PICK'EM for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Code PICK'EM on the Game Time app. $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Thank you to Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Okay, Pick'em, week 4. How's everyone doing? I'm terrible.
Worse.
How are you worse? You had a good week.
500. That's a lifeboat.
Guess
Bad.
what? I did worse than 500, so okay. I'm worse.
But for the year,
yeah, I'm worse. I'm the worst. I'm lowest.
All right.
You did that on purpose.
No, I'm just saying. Awful mortals. It's bad.
You mushed Wisconsin on purpose. You did that on
they
purpose.
Covered.
That's
Wisconsin
fine.
covered.
They did cover. Dave, how are you doing?
Good. I'm seeing the board. I think last week on the show, I flipped 2 based on Rico, winner. His overs. Anytime Rico takes an over, it's a guaranteed under because of the way he analyzed the board. So that helped. I was 8-3 last week. My mortal lock was unbelievable. That UNLV game.
Yes.
I had them outright. So that was plus 160.
I think you pick and choose. You're picking and choosing the flip there because BYU was very much spunky. Won the game outright.
Well, no, because I had Arkansas on my board to begin with.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you didn't necessarily. All right.
The other 2.
When you made a note, you were like, Jack, put that on the list. Put that on the list. I got it.
The other 2, I was on your side with the overs.
Yes.
So when you said
Hawaii, Oregon, and I forget the other one.
When you said the over, a light went off. It's like, oh, me and Rico land on the same over. I'm a square.
Was it Ole Miss?
San Jose.
San Jose. Toledo.
Not even close. San Jose.
Yeah,
it wasn't even close.
Didn't score
I
in the
had
first quarter.
only 2 overs on my board.
Yeah.
It was the two of them you had, and I knew they were wrong once you had them.
No, it's a gift. It's a gift. I hope that I don't know that and flip maybe, and then you don't know which one.
No,
you
you
can't.
can't. You're incapable.
No, you can't do that.
Right.
The UNLV game was Dave and I got in a situation because I had UNLV as well, and I was 30 seconds ahead of him. So he was like, "You got to stop texting me."
Guys, that's
how
it works.
I was just holding, and it was like a thrilling ending. So I literally was just sitting in my basement, being like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, like counting to 30. To then be like, oh my God, you see that play?
So I had a situation which I'm sure people can relate to. So it looked like UNLV was going to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
And I flipped to go watch a different game, and the UNLV time slot disappeared. So it's like it was no longer showing up, and I didn't know what channel it was on. So I was struggling getting back to the game, and that's when I missed the play that led to the field goal.
Yeah.
Were you only flipping between 2 games?
I don't know what I was flipping.
All right. Because there's a little button called last.
No. Yes, last. But if you're on multiple channels, last is out.
So, Dave, I'm not saying this, but some people might be saying this. Sounds like you got 1 TV.
In the current spot that I was in, I had a 5 burger.
Oh, okay. I got a 5-burger in my basement. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was 5. Now, new TVs, tough to get to work. I don't like the setup here. There's people in my house as I speak trying to figure out the TV situation. So I'm not, there's a couple things. When you start a football season, like any athlete, it takes a moment to get into the flow of watching multiple games. Mix in a new house. New house, new remotes, a lot of things going on. I'm not comfortable right now. I'm seeing ghosts in my living room, to quote the kid from
Zach Wilson.
Sam Darnold.
No, Sam Darnold. I'm seeing ghosts. I don't have the flow, so I didn't even have the 4 TV utilized. I was just using one at the time.
Ah, okay. Because I don't want people to start that again. 1 TV Dave.
I have 9,000 TVs in this house.
Yeah. Okay, good. Good. I have a lot of TVs as well. You got to have a lot of TVs going at all times and flipping back. I don't even flip back and
has
forth.
your TVs.
Yeah, Dan, in the spirit of being honest.
What?
And the change right now with the current living situation.
You're 1 TV?
1 TV, but split 4. I got at least a split 4.
But you don't get to decide that 4.
Right.
Oh, you're handcuffed.
I'm handcuffed.
You can't say split 4. I've used YouTube TV.
And the date of reconciliation is getting further and further away.
That's bad, Rico. Because I know what you're doing with YouTube TV. Because I have in my basement when I'm watching games, I have 8 games going at one time. I have the 4 in the middle, and then 4 on each side. But YouTube TV doesn't let you decide the mix.
Yeah, that would be like, in a weird way, being like, I have all the NFL games on because you have the red zone.
Yeah, no, you don't. You're 1 TV guy right now.
Right now.
1 TV Rico. So anyone who's...
hey, listen. Change. Get back. I'm in front of the story.
Okay. Healthy Debate's been going very well.
Yeah, I had to kick Roan and Sass off your time schedule yesterday. That was like a little bit confusing.
Daddy had to come and save you?
Yeah, hold on. There's a lot of bullets being flown around here, and I, for one, am not in any of these wars. But yesterday was a wild day.
Yeah, you were in some wars.
I was in the past, but I'm retired
and
now.
There's a theory that the war that you had with mostly sports, you were specifically trying not to change to later because you wanted to save Healthy Debate.
They didn't even premiere yet.
Right.
That's a you're get a tinfoil hat.
This is theories that have been presented to me.
No, you're a wacko. You're a wacko. Me and Sass had a moment yesterday where we were like, dude, I think like 8 people listen to both of our shows combined.
Yeah, there's no there's no crossover.
Absolutely none. They've also been doing it longer, bigger audience. So I did not expect somebody's dad to be throwing shots. And then
are you talking about Dave
involved.
Now? Your dad?
No.
Somebody else's dad. Got it.
Listen, TJ's dad. I thought it was a rightful point. You got all week. Why just not go after? So I believe it is after.
Yeah, I just
before.
I saw the thread and looked, and I was like, "This. I did not expect this." So
look at that. You got people riders coming out of the woodwork, coming for you, helping you.
Crazy. That's a.
It is a loyal guy. He's a good guy, but
yeah.
They could go whenever they want. I hope everybody goes 7 days a week.
Yeah.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
I hope that we have the demand for shows that people want to go 7. You know what I mean?
So
do you want to do Healthy Debate 7 days?
You doing Saturday and Sunday Healthy Debate?
If you want me to, yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
I think that's
I don't
good.
want to go
do it after. Do it after the 1 o'clock slate, Healthy Debate right after the 1 o'clock.
But then I'd be going against the streams.
No, we could cut the stream for Healthy Debate.
No. You can do it after.
The
it was a metaphor.
Yeah.
It was a metaphor. Right now we got problem. 4. It's working.
We'll move out of the way for you.
Let's not overload insane yet.
Are you doing one here today?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh hell yes. Healthy Debate.
Healthy Debate.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Other things. The Ryder Cup. Rico made a great appearance. I saw you also put out the clip of you filling up our golf carts with drinks and everything. That was huge.
Huge.
You forgot to say that you only did that for 1 day.
Right.
You just left that part out.
Well, I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah, it's only day one.
It's only day one has been given away. You want me to spoil the whole thing?
No, it's not giving anything away.
I'll spoil everything.
It's not giving anything away to say that Rico left after one day.
Yeah, right. Hank said, hey, you should come down. You should come down for a couple of days. So I was after the practice round. I was there yesterday. It's not about me. It's about the golfers. You were already accusing me of making it about me. It's about the golfers.
You had all blows. You had all blows because I tried to get you to stay, and you had all blows. It was the video I texted Hank, a lot of people. I mean, early, Dan, a lot of people lost respect for you because of the handshake.
Well,
thing,
that's illegal to talk about. That's illegal to talk about. We made a deal afterwards that we said we'd never talk about it again.
What the reaction of the internet.
That's fine. Yeah, we made a deal that Dave got to decide the matchups for the first day.
Oh, right.
And it made it illegal to talk about the handshake.
So you're saying
which I fucked up. I admitted I fucked up. All-time dumb Dan move.
So you're saying it negated it?
It negated it.
Yeah, you just spoke too fast. When you were saying it, you were like, "Don't take Frankie," but then you didn't realize.
What do you mean? Spoke too fast?
I did. I spoke too fast.
It happens to me. I speak too fast. Like the other, like
I had not
slow it down.
I think I told Dave this afterwards. I had not felt like that since the Blackhawks Bruins played in the Stanley Cup Final, and Dave had to wear the Blackhawks full pads for an entire day. And after playing in the kickball tournament and everything, we got in a cab and we're going to dinner, or we're going to the hotel, then go to dinner. And he was like, "Can you just please like let me just eat dinner like with regular clothes on?" And I was like, "Fine." And then he just immediately goes, "I would never would have let you out of that." And I hadn't felt that dumb. The handshake made me feel like that, where I was like, I haven't felt that dumb in that long. And I was like, God damn it, what a fucking idiot I am. So, but a great content, all of it. The Ryder Cup is awesome.
Yeah, well, Kirk, I mean,
he was right. He's right.
Rules of golf. Scrambling.
He is right.
He's getting crucified.
No, he's not. A lot of people are saying there's a 5.
No, it's 97%.
Oh,
That's how it works in
It's
match play. You don't hole out. Every scramble I
up.
play at, guys like mark it because the other guy's still going.
You're just
You realize if he missed that, they both can tap it. It's like that was a gimme.
Fake news, Davey. You're only reading
but you
the things
don't
you want
put
to
the
read.
ball in the hole. You're not supposed to
Go look at the comments on everything.
I saw a lot of 5s. Saw a lot of 5s.
No.
I was told
a lot of 5s.
Every 5, and there's not many of them, are qualified with, if you want to be a 5, that guy is the worst human on earth, and I never want to see him ever in my life. And anybody who defended him is the worst human in the life.
Fine,
but
then
okay, 5.
We're the two worst humans sitting right here because Patrick Harrington, ever heard of him? He said it was a 5.
Patrick Harrington. Who the fuck's Patrick Harrington?
Didn't he win a major? Didn't he win a major?
a golfer. Yeah. He's probably on the Ryder Cup team for the Europeans.
Think he knows a little something about golf?
Padraig Harrington is how they say that.
Padraig Harrington?
Padraig.
Listen,
Padraig.
It's and people the people who are saying 4s think that we're just playing for fun. We're playing for real money
30 G's.
in a real tournament.
3 majors.
Yeah, but what?
He won 3 majors, and he's the one who said 5. I think I trust him.
Patrick Harrington means nothing to me. My mother was a golf coach, rule stickler. She said 4.
Oh, do you think she might be a little biased?
She's not biased. She's a rule. She takes rules over everything.
Well, then she should have said 5.
No, because it's a gimme.
You can't put that in. You got to wait. Doesn't matter. They won anyway.
Well, that's where the negated thing. It's like that. We got the stroke
Hank,
there, and then we got it back.
as I said to you, you lost a lot. I lost a lot of respect for you as a human.
As a winner. It's okay, Hank. It's okay.
I was not. I mean, you saw what happened with Rappaport. Rappaport like kind of agreed with you, and he was like, "Yeah, thanks a lot, Dan." Like we were in a rhythm. I was not trying to throw him off. I was pretty quiet.
I got a kick out of the rules guy going, well, it depends. How serious are you taking this? I was like, you have no idea.
Listen, Kirk is a mental assassin. He had the blue
leader.
team in puddles over that. So,
I had no idea if the rule was a rule, but I just had to.
Shut up,
I
Hank.
had to follow him.
Hank, I was making eye contact with you, and it was that same look when I caught you stealing vodka out of the fucking refrigerator at House of Blues back in Boston, like a little smuggish, like I got caught. You had that face of, I know this is wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
stay strong, Hank.
That's
it's
true.
A 5.
He just said it. He just said
strong,
yeah.
Hank.
But it ended up not mattering because we lost a hole because of a stupid rule too. So it kind of offset. But yeah, I was definitely like, I would never call this, but I'm also not going to get in Kirk's way because we're partners. We want to win. I wanted to win.
And we won that match.
Yeah, and it didn't matter. That's ultimately I'm happy it didn't matter.
The problem with
it was nonsense.
Is Francis is so mentally weak that I did my job as the captain. I came in and got them the fucking point, and then I got to go on my way and play my match, and they fell apart after that.
The best clip was when Francis was like, "Kirk, you started it," and Kirk just bum rushed him. Was like, "Oh, you started? That's all you could think of?" And you could just see Francis's brain shut down. It was so fucking good. So tune into that. That's every day at 2:00.
I think today is PFT.
And
it's Monday and Thursday. Monday to Thursday.
Yeah, and Dan Rappaport versus Jerry and Dave. And then next week, it's the same Monday through Thursday. My match, me and Frankie versus, it was 4-play boys and me and Frankie versus Riggs and Trent on Thursday. And then the next round will be starting on Monday next week. Are you all right?
My chair suddenly won't go back.
Oh, I didn't see that shirt you have. That's a sick shirt.
Yeah, I saw that coming in. That's pretty sweet.
Sammy Heisman. Are we making that or that was made?
We're making that.
Oh, fuck
I
yes.
have them made. 20-1. If they win this week, it's a good segue into the game.
Yes. Yeah. So this
my chair. Have you guys imagine sitting in a chair that can't go back?
No, it's the worst.
Do you have a bigger desk?
I sat in the non-reclining row in the fucking plane today. It was tough.
Oh man.
Something happened.
There's got to be a switch under there.
Yeah. I just have the up down button.
It usually the down back is like a.
Oh wait.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Oh, you're back.
Thank God.
It is the worst.
I may have had to stop the podcast.
You got to be able to sit
now
back.
he's flexing.
You got to be able to say. All right. Any other things that need to be discussed before we get into?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know.
The Riders
doing well. Waiting for an enemy.
Yeah, you almost made an enemy out of my friend Dan Wetzel.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't turn the thing on, Dan.
For what?
You could have a couple of healthy interactions on Twitter.
Dan Wetzel does a great college podcast with Pat Forty and Ross Dellinger.
It's not the greatest, but yeah.
I said great. I didn't say the greatest.
Yes. I just want that on record. It's great. It's not the greatest.
I didn't say greatest.
Right.
So why would you say it's not the greatest?
Because this is the greatest. I take a lot of pride in this 10 years running.
Right.
Number one every year.
Well, when I say something else is the greatest, then you can correct me.
Okay.
I said a great college podcast.
Number one compared to what?
Number one.
We're the number one college football podcast, without a doubt.
How do you feel about?
Is there somewhere you can look for that?
The charts almost all the time.
Almost all the time. What about? But we're number 2 in the company in terms of gambling show.
No, that's inaccurate.
Advisors?
They don't have podcasts down.
No, people listen to Advisors on podcasts.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Show me the podcast feed.
Okay, it's up. We're number 2. It's fine.
It's called The Daily.
Yeah.
What is?
That's where we put the advisors.
Feed. Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Well, I mean, look, being number 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, I guess I got to be careful the jokes I make to Hank now.
What? I didn't know. You talked to Hank about this?
What? Hank?
I just said Advisors.
I called Hank for something else, and he's like, yeah, top second biggest show. I'm like, Hank, check the numbers. Number 1 show. Advisors doesn't have podcasts, and he was like, yeah, you're right. Now it seems like Hank's leaking info. So
yeah, he didn't leak info. I just said we're the Advisors.
Is Mostly Sports a college football show? Because they're higher.
Oh no.
We haven't debuted our own episode. Who's listening to our show today for games on Saturday?
Yeah, because it's
That's
down
facts. That's
Wake
facts.
up. You're in fucking Jackie Table's Coke coma over here.
Oh, Coke coma.
That we should have had a prop on that.
What?
Like a little clock before the first Jackie Tables.
Jackie Tables.
There were.
By the way,
you want me
brutal by him. Fuck him for going against that awful Jerry.
Oh, such brutal. I mean, he needed to get a new bag, so he needed to buy a ball.
Bet.
Daddy said start earning, or you're gonna have to live on your own.
That was the worst bet of all time by Jerry. The worst.
Jerry's
bet.
an idiot.
I've lost so much money listening to his feelings about Steelers.
I'm never doing anything like that again with touchdown bets. It's a losing. I don't like doing that. I don't like even doing fantasy. I'm in this fantasy league. It fucks me all up because I'm like rooting for my idiot fantasy guys, which mean nothing when I have
you can't do
tens
that.
of thousands of dollars the other way.
You can't do that. But yeah, that bet, Jerry He buries me. He buries me constantly.
What do you have, like 5 yards rushing? Well, he maybe broke one off. He
Broke one off, but he was never.
Let's do games.
All right. Before we do the games, Roback Activewear. It's safe to say we bet on these guys any day of the week because we absolutely love their gear. You see me wearing the joggers all the time. Roback is the best. Hoodies, shorts, joggers, polos, everything at roback.com. We're wearing them college football show whenever we're on the road or in studio. Roback's performance polos, don't miss. The designs are always on point while the fabric is stretchy and incredibly comfortable. If you need a polo that will get you through a long game day, Roback is your answer. Roback's everyday shorts are simply the best. They're versatile, functional, and we just can't take them off. It's hard to find a good short, especially on hot days, and Roback shorts are the answer. They're breathable, have a nice stretch, and are made to move. They also have a zipper pocket, which is clutch for your keys. Roback is the absolute best. They signed Cade Klubnik, Nick Singleton, and Audric Estime. I think I nailed it this time. Use the code PICK on roback.com for 20% off your first purchase through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all polos, shorts, and hoodies with code PICK. The perfect gear for football season. Make sure to jump on Roback now. I love Roback. I'm always wearing Roback. It is one of those brands that, like, you see me wearing it, so you know that I love it. Roback.com. Use promo code PICK. Okay.
And they have picked up their designs are like
awesome.
Every week there's a new one that's fire.
I got the spread one
one's awesome.
When we taped the show and I was like, I need it. I literally got home and it was sitting on my front door. So I don't know if
spread one's awesome.
Guy yesterday had one crab cakes and football with the Maryland insignia in the back.
They have that. They got a Boston
sick.
One that's very.
You
good.
got a pizza one, right?
Yeah, like the flags on the back of the shirts are.
Yeah.
They're
elite. Yeah. Elite. Okay. Let's do the games. What a weekend this is going to be. It's going to be incredible.
Pizza Fest. We have Pizza Fest Saturday. For anyone wondering, I insured this and I've asked 100 times. It's at a baseball field. They're going to have the scoreboard, the Jumbotron, chopped into 10 different games.
Oh,
so
hell yes.
all the games will be on.
That's incredible because there are a lot of good games.
Yep.
6 matchups that are ranked versus ranked. So let's start with the first one, Colorado at Oregon. Or do you guys think we should talk Florida State, Clemson? I was deciding between that and Iowa, Penn State.
I think they're both still really good.
I think Clemson FSU is ahead of Penn State Iowa.
Okay, all right. So then let's start with Florida State Clemson.
Well, I mean, we could do them all.
Yeah, we could do them all. We could do 6. Florida State Clemson. Clemson is +2 at home. Over/under is 55.5. Rico, I'll start with you.
The most simple, square, ratty pick is Florida State. Like 89% of the public I saw today on Florida State. I want to take Florida State because I don't want to root for Clemson. I think Clemson's day has passed. I think Florida State's more intriguing if they make it all the way through the run. But I'm going to avoid stepping in the box of the square, and so I'm going to go Clemson.
Ooh. Wait,
Florida State.
Is Jordan – oh, Dave just did a fist pump.
Well,
because
don't get me wrong. Like, I've gotten
honestly,
lucky with the squares.
Everything
Oregon,
he said, that's his brain. He can't stay ahead. You don't have that ability to pick out the square and be like, I'm not going to be a square. You're not that good. I was worried if you said if you said you were going Florida State, then I would have had to go Clemson.
I want to go Florida State. Bad.
I know. That's what makes me think, okay, you can't be this good. You can't get ahead of yourself. You can't outthink yourself. You don't have that in your bag. So I love the fact that you're trying to not be the square here and go Clemson. It gives me Florida State. I agree with what you said. I think Clemson's a different program. Florida State had the red bandana game. They could have lost it. That's probably a look-ahead spot. Give me Florida State. If Rigo said Florida State, I would have been on Clemson.
Fair. Is Jordan Travis okay? Because I know he got banged up.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay. Yeah, that was a weird game.
Because that line couldn't be what it is.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was a weird game, though.
Is that a night game? This is a night game?
No, this is the first game.
Oh, 12?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
What, you want to change your pick?
No. That's it.
Well, I mean, you made the pick without knowing what time the game was. That's bold. Like Death Valley at night's a whole different animal than Death Valley in the day.
It is.
This one is tough for me. I think I'm going to take Clemson. Fuck. I'm a rider.
Nah, see, I don't have a great feel about it, and I'm rooting for Florida State. But like to Dave's point, when I try to zag or get ahead of shit, I'm probably wrong. He's right. It's going to be Florida State, a route. And that's what I'm rooting for.
You know what? I'll take the over instead because I do think Florida State's defense not the best, and I think their offense is electric. 55.5. I like that. Okay, that's gonna be a great game. The other big game, Colorado going to Oregon. Will this be when Colorado's dream season maybe hits a speed bump? I would like to say too, if they lose this game by a lot, people will come out of the woodwork and be like, haha, look at Deion, he's an idiot. They're 21-point underdogs.
They're supposed to lose.
Their season's already successful, really.
Correct.
Like they could have been 0-3 at this point. Nobody would have blinked. Instead, they're 3-0. Nobody saw it coming. Now let's keep in mind they already won as a 20-point dog at TCU. Losing Travis Hunter hurts. You lose a guy, an explosive, dynamic guy on both sides of the ball. I think this game's close. Like, if I woke up and if Colorado won this game, I wouldn't be the most shocked guy in the world. Who died and made Oregon? God. They should have lost to Texas Tech. Like, Colorado is a good football team, and I keep saying the same thing. If you have Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, you can stay in games because he's that good. So I love Colorado here. I think it's a trendy, like, yeah, they're going to get fucking hammered by 50 and people like, this will be the end. They're well coached. They have a great quarterback. Yes. Definitely hurts Travis Hunter being out. Now I'm having no wonder. I've lost control of my chair again. But I'm taking the points.
Okay. So you're taking Colorado plus 21. What about you, Rico?
I'm going to go under 70.5. I do still believe in this Oregon defense to an extent. I think they're going to play a little bit of bully ball. I think they own the trenches on the offensive, defensive line. I like the under 70.
Okay. I'm going to go team totals here. So it's obviously opposite of what Rico's got, but I'm going to go over 44.5 for Oregon and over 24.5 for Colorado.
Wait, say that again? You're going over on both?
Yeah. I'm going over on both team totals. I guess I should take the over in the game.
The thought being at worst you
Split. Yeah.
Best you go 2-0 instead of 1-0.
Yeah, instead of 0-1. If I split, it would probably be 0-1 if I took just the over.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Not really necessarily true.
True. It could be if like Oregon scores 60.
Hammer time.
Right. If Oregon scores 60, should I just take the over?
Yeah. Right. But I mean, there's a thought that that's what people think is going to happen in a 20-point game.
Yeah, I could easily go 0-2. Fuck, I hate this game.
What about all three?
Yeah, do all three.
All right, so then by that rationale, do it this way. So
I'm trying to about all three.
All three.
All three.
That to me is like a max play over. That
no, wait, I don't want to do all three. No, I don't. I don't love it. You're right. This is a bad idea. This is how I get in trouble.
No,
this is a
all right,
waterfall.
hold on.
This is a waterfall.
I will help you.
No, that I just basically guaranteed like a 40-20 game.
Yeah, and that's like to do over. That's like the type of thing I used to do when I had limits on how much I could bet. So it's like I have a $5,000 limit. Right. It's like, well, I want like 15 on this game, so I'll go 5. That's what I used to do like NBA when I limits like first quarter over, second quarter over, halftime over, third quarter over, fourth quarter over, game over.
Yeah. Okay.
If you take all three, open up the door to a possibility of 3 and 3.
I know, but I can't go 0. I'm so
Rico,
bad right now.
Is that what you wrote down on the sheet?
Yeah, he figured out the math.
If he does all three, he has the chance to go 3-0.
What I was trying to show was that there was more opportunities, and then you also have better opportunities instead of splits, like that 1-1.
Final answer, give me Oregon over, team total over 44.5. I do think Oregon's not going to get stopped.
I don't want to delay the show. I am slightly curious on the math Rico is doing there.
Give us the math.
Hold on. I'll make a fool of myself.
No, I think that's
like he put pen to paper, like this was like Einstein or Pythagorean's theorem here.
I'll read it. It says 0-2, 3-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-0.
Where's the 1-1?
This is like a.
So you're just doing the potential. If he bets 3 things,
Yeah, I mean,
what can happen?
Yeah, this is like the
better
Nazis
outcome.
enigma where they're trying to just stare at it and be like, how do we crack this code? What are you? What?
So if you bet 3 things, you could go 1 and 2,
Yeah,
2
you
and
can,
1,
you can.
0 and 3, or 3 and 0. It sounds like
Correct.
that's what he was breaking out. And he was quite excited when he says, like, I'll figure it out.
I'll help.
figure
Yeah,
it." He,
God
like,
forbid I help.
All right, so walk me
like,
through
what
it.
were you figuring out, though?
He's in trouble. He's in deep.
I don't
water
know
right
if I
now.
know the best way to voice my opinion on this one. So
Well,
I'm
try.
gonna-
Give it a try.
It's only going to get worse.
Just give it a
Right now,
try.
I'm in the hole now.
You gotta talk it out. Talk
All right,
away out of
I
the
think
hole.
you're probably going to get one winner in the game either way with the point total.
But I could
Correct?
not.
Yeah, but
Well, what happened? It was just low scoring.
his point was that Oregon probably goes hammer. I guess
No, I didn't say that.
he said
I like
Oregon
Colorado.
could go hammer time.
Well, yeah, they're a 20-point favorite.
Yeah. There's a lot of scores I could lose at all.
Yeah.
The thing about games that haven't started, anything can happen.
That's fair.
a fact. I'm going to stick with just Oregon team total over 44.5.
All right, I'm gonna workshop this of what I was trying to say.
Okay, all
And
right.
I'm gonna give
Let us
Dan a
come back
private
to it.
text.
Come back to it.
Or maybe I'll tell Hank and then he'll tell Dan.
Okay.
The way things are going.
Oh, okay. Next,
I liked it. I liked the response. I thought it was funny, and you're not wrong.
Yeah. Little confidence.
little confidence.
It was good.
You
I'm
got a lot of
with it.
confidence right now. Things are going well.
They're going well.
Are you worried at all that
Yeah.
they're going too well?
Yeah. That one day I just I've had dreams that I wake up and he's screaming at me of something I did. I don't know. Yeah, there's always keeps you in check though.
No, you're doing a great job. I like confident Rico. It's fun watching the redemption arc.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Next.
What do you think though, Dave? You think that I still have that fear? Okay.
He's taking a picture or something. He's taking a video.
It's like people are.
Do you like
They
that?
have their numbers.
Do you like?
They're taking TVs off the wall.
They don't know what they're
It's a
doing.
thing.
You can't take TVs off the wall.
No. Do you like that I still have that fear in the back of my head, Dave, a little bit? That at any moment
Fear of what?
you a little bit? Like the dance point. Things are going well, but at any point it could be taken away. You keep that in check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would say, Dave.
Think about it the other way. If I get too big for my britches, then you start acting up. Like
You would never.
You don't want to act
You would
crazy
never.
like that.
Rico, I just treat you how you deserve to be treated. When you act like an
I have
infant
learned that, yeah.
with like problems and you won't work and you pout and you attempted murder, you get treated the way you deserve to be treated.
So with
Yeah,
that
I
said,
will say that things get a lot easier when. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the petty knocks are coming when you're behaving.
Right. So here's a question, Dave. If Healthy Debate continues being a smash hit, is it just 1 year contract?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
For now,
fuck.
because you can't reverse 3 presidencies of behavior in a few months. But, you get that Healthy Debate for a year, next year that is, then maybe the following year we're looking at something. But,
I don't know if all 3 presidencies had bad approval ratings. I think early on, once a week, calling in,
volatile, but it
joking
wasn't
around. I think the
bad,
approval
yeah.
rating
Well,
was.
Yeah.
I mean, when did you chase the cowboy out of here? How long ago was that?
When did you start getting paid?
That was one presidency.
That's another
ago?
good point, Hank.
No, like, well,
Well, no, you got paid a long time ago.
Yeah, he was getting paid, and Hank, then he'd be like, can we do a bowl show? And then be like, you want to do a bowl show? He's like, yeah, and then I get an invoice. So
2013, 14, and 15, not a single dollar.
Okay. 16.
2013.
That's when you moved to New York.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2013 you called in twice. So you shouldn't have
No,
got
that's
money.
not true. And then 16 was, you could say, very underpaid if the numbers ever got out.
But 17 was very overpaid if the numbers came out.
Yeah.
You forgot.
Dave
That's
was
a peek in the brain of Rico.
Dave
He's like,
was traveling a lot. There were a lot of times I
2016
would hit you up like,
bullshit.
"Hey, we doing a show? No, we can't make it work." Like, I think that gets lost in translation. You've logged a lot of hours. I give it to you. It's okay.
Okay. Next game. UCLA, Utah. This is a 2:30 game Central Time, 3:30 Eastern. Utah's -4, over-under is 52.5. Rico.
Yeah, Cam Rising going to be back. I think Utah's getting some of their guys back from injury. The game is in Utah.
Correct.
I think you got to go Utah. I like Chip Kelly. I think this Pac-12 is loaded conference. It's not getting the respect it should. I think it's top to bottom better than a lot of conferences. But I'm going to go Utah here with these guys back. I worry about Rising being a little rusty, but I think they get it done.
Okay. I like Utah as well. I'm taking Utah -4.
This is a big miss game for me last year.
It was a hit game for me.
I had Utah, and they couldn't. They got boat raced. They could not stop UCLA. For that reason, and that reason alone, I will take Utah because the conventional is all right. I watched that game. It was a big loser. Flip. And then you start chasing the tail, and you can't get on the wrong side. So I'm going to give Utah another chance. Utah.
Okay. All right. Before we get to the next game, Cars.com. Cars.com is a leading digital marketplace that connects car shoppers with their perfect car, celebrating 25 years of helping shoppers research, find inventory, finance, and sell cars. Whatever life takes you next, wherever life takes you next, and whoever you're looking to be, there's a car for that on Cars.com. Up to 50,000 cars are added daily to Cars.com. Shop over 2 million cars for 2 million possibilities. Find your next possibility on Cars.com. Where to next? Go to Cars.com. Okay, we have a special guest for this one. Mintzy, why don't you come on in? Ben Mintz is here for Ole Miss, Alabama. Very excited. I wanted to do Mintzy here for Ole Miss, Alabama, and also just a check-in on what Mintzy's doing these days. So should we start with that? Mintzy, have you been sending progress reports?
I've not been sending progress reports, but I'm open to doing it. If Dave wants them, I've got no problem with it.
No, Mintzy right now, we're on good terms. I don't need the progress reports yet. I'm happy.
Well, okay, the update real quick. Found a place to live in Chicago yesterday.
Let's go.
We'll be moving beginning in November. Lease is going to start November 1. Dan and I had a talk when I was here last month. Going to be here for that Saints-Bears stream.
Yep.
Which is November the 4th. Good update. Wake Up Mintzy. Going to be coming back in the Chicago new office.
Yes.
We got a state-of-the-art kitchen in the new office.
Yes.
Made for it. Okay, I know healthy debate because Rico's been going through this with the days. Thinking we start 3 days a week. Get the production right. Get everything right. Could build to 4 or more after. We start with 3. That's coming in Chicago.
Are we doing a 10-second delay?
I think we probably I'm gun shy on everything right now. I'm still – so I don't think that's – I mean, we're not going to do any karaoke. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Because that was, we're not going down.
Okay.
We're going to be a little gun shy on that. Corey Rutledge, shout out. He's going to help me. He's like the Godfather consigliere of Wake Up Mintzy. Hey, Corey's the man. So appreciate having his help. I'm lucky to have it. Moving into West Loop, 10-minute walk from the office. So should be around the office a lot as I get orientated to Chicago. So, I think a lot of positives there.
That is a lot of
Great
positives.
stuff. Great stuff.
I'm excited for
Is
the
he
first.
keeping you awake here, Rico?
He is.
No, Rico doesn't like when another guy gets in on the show.
Put the phone down.
I was clearing some things.
Wake Up Mintzy in front, going to do 8 a.m. in front of Mostly Sports the 3 days a week. I think got to be early.
Love it. Look at the schedule we're building out here. It's remarkable.
Mintzy, I'm pumped for Wake Up Mintzy.
I'm pumped too. I mean, look, it's for a show that only lasted 2.5 weeks. It certainly got some notoriety.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I'd love a live studio audience for a Wake Up Mintzy. You have those the Good Morning shows. They have the little I'd love a live audience for
Regis and
Wake Up Mintzy.
I absolutely will. I'll sign myself up for the first one back. I'd love to be part of the live studio audience.
Stu Finer's commit with him coming for advisors Wednesdays. He's committed to Wednesday mornings. Wake Up
love
Mintzy.
it. Love it.
Stu, I feel a natural for the show, and I'm talking to Meg. I'm trying to get Megan
in terms of
involved.
getting
I think getting Megan involved makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah.
This would be tough to execute, getting people in and out, but with our security there, imagine if you just let people line up at 7 and the first 10 get in just for a live studio.
I'm open to that.
Handing out Stella Blue coffees to everybody tailgating outside. Getting Wake Up.
That's what I was going to say. What about a mug giveaway?
Yeah.
Stella Blue mug giveaway.
Now, did you just assume Stella Blue Coffee was going to be part of the sponsorship?
I don't know that I'm ever going to assume anything again.
Okay, because we are. I just want to say
good.
we are. Yeah,
okay, good.
Well,
I did talk to you after everything, and you still felt like you were on the team.
I stood by you. Yeah. No, I stood by you.
And I love
I mean, it's a natural. The people waking up, that's a great
It's
marketing little bit at 7 a.m. People wait in line for Wake Up Mincy with a little Stella Blue coffee to get them going.
That's pretty damn good.
Let's do it, boys.
Maybe we figure this out. We could also do like maybe we start small with like maybe Friday mornings we do live studio audience. See how it works, the flow, and then we can add on that. Yeah, because we do have security guards, so we could definitely.
What time is it?
Oh
Here?
man,
7?
that would be.
It's gonna go 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern.
That will be electric. Electric if we have people in the audience.
Jack, you'll be going to bed by then. Why don't you just bring some who was in?
Yeah. Jackie doesn't need the Stella Blue coffee.
He's straight up. That's bedtime for Jackie.
He's got the
Stella
best
Blue
crystals.
coffee.
Yeah.
I love Stella Blue coffee.
Yeah. All right. So Mincy, I also saw you had to do a press conference because people were asking why aren't you at the Widespread Panic show?
Yeah, I was getting a lot of DMs. I had to address that.
Did you see that, Dave? Did you see his press conference?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I had to
You can't
address
hit 'em
that.
all
I got
once.
like 40 DMs about it. Am I going to see you in Wilmington? I mean, if I'm getting like that many DMs about something,
have
I
to-
feel like you got to get out in front of it.
You gotta tell the
and address
people.
it. And I'm saving money for the Chicago move. I'm paying deposits. I've already hit 12 shows this year. It's been a good year. So we're.
But yeah,
And by the way, Dave, the Jimmy Buffett thing. I saw your blog. I know what I'm going to go through when that happens to me. So I just been thinking about you. They did a great tribute in the Superdome to him. He's a big Saints fan.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was great.
He did the drop the mic at the Saints game.
yeah. Maybe Mincy going forward for Widespread Panic when they release their tour dates, you should also release your tour dates.
I've got like some Mitzi tour ideas for next month.
Yeah.
I do.
Just let
There's
the people
rumors
in
there
the
could be
know.
a Panic Run Chicago Theater March next year. Maybe I'm hearing.
Those are rumors.
The rumors are there. Yeah.
I like those rumors.
But next month, I know y'all are going to be at the college football show, Auburn LSU. I'm going to come hang out, see y'all, support that for sure. And I'm trying to make a Barstool Nashville appearance one weekend. I hadn't checked out
nice.
the South guys.
Yeah, I
got
gotta
to check
get there.
out that
I haven't
bar.
been there. I haven't been there yet either. It's the hottest bar in Nashville. I gotta get there.
Yeah, it is an awesome place. All right, so it sounds like everything's going well for Mincy.
I'm excited. I really am. Look, when I came to Chicago the day after I got rehired, Dan, I was convinced within 15 minutes I knew I needed to move here. The writing's on the wall with this company. Dave said it. There's no more Penn Properties or Barstool Sportsbook app in Louisiana. Look, got to be in the office. I see it. I'm lucky to be part of it. I'm glad y'all want me here. So
I'm excited because I bought a lot of Mincy stock in March, April, and then we got delisted for a while. But I held my Mincy stock. I didn't sell any of it.
You know that Family Feud, and not Family Feud. I'm probably dating myself a little bit, but The Price is Right. The yodeler, he goes up on the wall and they play that. You can almost track Barstool and how they're doing with like the Mincy yodeler. Like he's going up and then down, and if the yodeler's going up, things are going well here generally.
It's
If
been
he's
a roller
going
coaster.
down, we're going through some shit. But if this was like Advisors, that would be a clip with the Mincy yodeler going up the board and you say stop when you hit the price.
That just gave me an idea. On Fridays with the live audience, what if we made a Plinko board? People could win. Like we have all the spots. People could win Stella Blue coffee. There also would be a spot where like they have to give Mincy $100 out of their pocket.
Listen, you could put a brick watch. We're happy to give a brick watch away if you land the brick. There we go.
Yeah. This is good. We got some ideas cooking.
Look, I love it.
And that always plays for the morning show.
yes.
Like
I wanna
giving
get out,
the
too.
little stuff to the crowd.
Yes.
I think it'd be fun if we, like me learning Chicago, get out with the people, go to games,
that.
go to events with the
You
fans.
got to get to events.
You got to take it to the
Game
people.
time.
You want to bring it to the people?
And speaking of game time, shout out, I went to Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I
Friday
saw
night,
your
Noah.
review.
Yeah, I
It
heard
was
about
a
that.
great review. Did you see
Like
the
I
review,
said,
Dave?
I gave game time. First of all, they took our phones. They took our phones going in because it's a comedy show, which I get. He didn't want people. I sort of tried to sneak my phone in because I wanted to give the game. I wanted to film the game time video in the Smoothie King Center. My dumb ass put it in my sock. They saw it. It didn't work, so we didn't get it in there. So I didn't have a very long review.
Did you see the review, Dave?
No.
Okay, I'm going to find it for you because I want to play it for you because it was a great review. So for anyone out there who's thinking about going to see Dave Chappelle, I'll tell you what, Mincy. No, you can't bring your phone in, but Mincy completely swayed me to be like, hey, I have to see Dave Chappelle, one of the best comedians out there. Rico, go do the ad while I look for this
Which one
video.
are we on? Calling all campers. On CBS, summer isn't over. It's only just the beginning at Camp Buddy Games. With the kids back in school, it's time for adults to have all the fun. And with Josh Duhamel as camp counselor, it's going to be a blast. Inspired by a real-life tradition among Josh and his friends, 6 teams of best buddies reunite and relive the glory days in the ultimate summer camp throwback. Their friendships will be put to the test as they battle it out in an epic competition. From giant beer pong to cornhole to muddy buddy pit, the games will push them to their limits, and with $200,000 on the line, only the bestest of friends will make it to the end. Let the games begin. Buddy Games with Josh Duhamel, new series premieres Thursdays, September 14th after Big Brother on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Buddy Games, new Thursdays at 8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
All right, great. Here's the review, Dave. If you are you planning on seeing Chappelle, Dave?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you will after this.
All right, we scored last-minute tickets, 2 of them to see Dave Chappelle tonight at Smoothie King Center. Unfortunately, they took our phones, so I couldn't do the video in there, but I'll tell you why you want to use Game Time. Sign up with Code STOOL and you get $20 off your first order. Game Time, the best in the ticketing business. Show review for Dave Chappelle. I have absolutely no comment whatsoever.
That was it.
I'm in.
Look, I mean, I'm gun shy. You know, a lot of his routine. I have no comment.
I think reviewing Dave Chappelle would not be. No one would.
Funny.
It was funny. It was hilarious.
What was the funniest joke he told? Can you tell it?
I don't want to spoil the show, you know, Dave.
Yeah, let's move along.
Okay, fair.
Let's keep the traffic moving on the sidewalk.
Okay. All right. Ole Miss, Alabama. That's why we have Mincy here. Ole Miss is +7. Alabama looked like absolute dog shit against USF last weekend. This feels like this could be the passing of the torch, Mincy. I'll start with you.
Okay. Look, 2 years ago, my dumb ass ran my mouth on Twitter and did the Ole Miss Bama countdown to the game, and Bama came out and just beat the hell out of Ole Miss in the game. We did a live stream, Dave. I remember you live bet Ole Miss plus like 23 and backdoor covered somehow. But I'm a little hesitant. Everybody putting Bama in their grave here. They're going back to Milroe at quarterback. What's going to happen in this game? Bama is going to just line up and run the football at Ole Miss. I don't know how good Ole Miss's run defense is yet. They haven't really been tested. The positive side for Ole Miss, Jackson Dart has made big steps forward so far. He can run, he can throw. Ole Miss gets their top receiver back in Zachory Franklin, who had 1,400 yards for UTSA last year. Number 5 player in the transfer portal. Also gets their top tight end, Memphis transfer Caden Prescorn back. Happy to have the weapons back. I like Ole Miss in the 7. I don't love it because I'm just a little hesitant about everybody putting Bama in their grave this week. I mean, Bama's going to be fired up, 2:30 CBS game. And also, last thing, Ole Miss's offensive line did look bad against Tulane, didn't run the ball well, and so I'm a little worried about blocking Bama's front 7.
Okay. So pick?
Taking Ole Miss +7. No, 55.5. I didn't have a strong read on the total. I am taking Ole Miss in the 7. I think Jackson Dart, his mobility is going to keep Ole Miss in this game. And I'm excited about Zachory Franklin. Like I said, number 5 player in the transfer portal, 1,400 yards UTSA last year. I think he's going to make some plays.
Okay. Okay. Dave?
Yeah, I really don't love the game. I think Alabama is what Alabama is. And to Mincy, like putting it in the grave, this is a conversation that's been going on since last year. So they are not the Alabama that is sticking in people's minds from a few years ago. They're not a great football team. But I don't know what Ole Miss is. That's my issue. So it's not like if Alabama went and won this game by 20, am I saying Alabama's back or Mississippi was maybe a little overrated? I think I'm saying Mississippi's overrated. I am going to take the points. Probably won't bet. Well, maybe I will. I may bet Mississippi. I think Alabama is what they are. I'm not afraid of Alabama at all. So I'll take Mississippi.
Okay, Hank, will you hit the TV? It's about to turn off. Rico.
Yeah, I think he nailed it. I don't think I'm necessarily putting Alabama in the graveyard, but they might just be human this year.
It's relative. It's the graveyard for relative to their
last year. Not just this year. They weren't great last year.
Right? Yeah, I think. I mean, they could be looking at 9-3 in the to finish the season. 9-3 potentially. So I think Alabama is not elite. I'm going to take Ole Miss in the points.
This is bad that we're all
it
taking
is.
Ole Miss.
Because this is what he does when you think he has them down and they're in the corner.
No, he doesn't. Because we've had this conversation now like 6 times, and Alabama 6 times in a row, they haven't
answered the bell.
I said this when we were in Tuscaloosa. There's similarities to the Patriots, and I fall for the Patriots thing. But anytime a dynasty starts slowing down, they have the hangover, and you're like, well, you put them in the. But this is if I go back and look at Alabama the last 2 years, I remember having this conversation with Brandon Walker on the college football show. It's like, nope, this is the game Alabama. This is the game Alabama rise up, and they haven't risen up once.
Right.
They're just a different team.
Yeah. Okay, so we all have that. Last game that we're going to talk about is the big game, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Ohio State right now, as we're sitting here, is -3. Over-under's 55.5. Now, Dave, I'll start, and I want to hear your thoughts on this because entire September, I've been telling myself I can't wait to bet on Notre Dame against Ohio State.
Well, the line. If you bet the look-aheads, you would have had them, 7, 8, 9?
Yeah.
Now it's 3.
Right.
So that has changed dramatically.
And I've been saying to myself, Ohio State's not the same Ohio State. Notre Dame looks really good. Sam Hartman is awesome. I think I'm going to have to reverse on my own thinking because I had this as basically a win for the last 4 weeks. That Notre Dame's going to.
That's what I call lightning.
Yeah, I was like, Notre Dame's going to beat Ohio State. It's going to be this great game. Sam Hartman. I'm have to reverse it. I'm going to go with Ohio State -3.
Off of what? Just that you
vibes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really have advanced.
I see that. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. There's nothing sneaky about Notre Dame. I mean,
right.
The line has moved in the last 2 weeks, I think 5 or 6 points. Notre Dame didn't look great last week. Look ahead. Ohio scored points.
It's vibes.
What you say makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm locked in, though, because of this bet.
Yeah.
Because if Notre Dame wins, I have a very good – I don't know if those odds have already been cut in half on Hartman from when
you don't even have to bet this game.
Because it's right. I have a bet already.
You have a huge bet already. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, Rico, I'm going off my usual picking game strategy of my advanced analytics and formulas. I'm going off vibes.
Fair. I was waiting for your exact wording. That's all.
If anyone
I didn't
has
know why
gotten
you flipped.
if anyone has gotten to 3 presidencies of this show and thought that I was doing anything other than betting off vibes,
I just needed the word. I needed the word you were gonna say. I knew it was
40% betting.
You could have said gut. You could have said vibes. A million.
No,
things.
it seriously is just the fact that I've been Notre Dame is really good and Ohio State's really bad, and then I've gotten to this point and I'm like, wait, why am I saying Ohio State's really bad? I think their defense is going to be phenomenal on Saturday night. I don't think Notre Dame's going to get much of a push, so I'm a little worried about the fact that it's the first big road start for the Ohio State quarterback. But if you got a clean pocket, and that solves a lot of things. So I'm excited though. This is going to be a great game.
Hartman's now 10-1.
10-1. So
where
great
I
bet.
see it. So and I think he's elite. I thought he was elite at Wake Forest. I would watch them at Wake Forest, and he's getting all sorts of pressure, making all the throws. I think this is his coming out party, and he figures out a way to beat Ohio State. So I'm locked in on the Irish. I feel weird wearing this as a Michigan guy, but whatever. $20,000 at 20-1, I'll wear it. Or $10,000 I have actually.
The futures are so much fun, but it's because you what you did is already fun, Dave. The fact that you saw something and it cut in half, but it's just I can never get him home.
You got fucked with the Steelers that one year too. Remember, you were they started out 12-0.
Oh yeah.
Insane.
I can't get. Right now I'm sitting on Orioles 35-1. They're not going to win the World Series.
Pretty fun sweat though.
But I mean, what?
Great, yeah, it's a great bet.
But it's just they are going to win the World Series. Is Batista going to come back? He keeps throwing the long toss. Okay, he hopes he comes back. Yeah. I don't know.
I think they got a shot out there in the American
I just need to
League,
actually win one of these. I guess I did one UConn, but I need to win one of these futures. It's fun to get the value. That was a terrible price. It was 10-1 or something.
Oh, yeah, but still, you got it home.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw you threw out a little Wooden Award watch with someone yesterday.
Yeah, Carter Kingsbury.
What does he play for?
Iowa.
Do you think they'll get to the second weekend?
They should.
I'll tell you, that John Rothstein, my entire feed is his announcing start times.
He's good at it.
Every game. He's every game.
He's good at it. He knows all the games.
What do you put your head down, Rico? It's literally my entire feed.
Yeah. All right. Dan didn't. We had a chance to end them, and Dan didn't want to get in the,
I fucking
in the ring.
did it for you.
We didn't get the call. We didn't make the call. The very angry call I told you we were going to make. It's whatever.
We'll
it is
make
what
the
it
call.
It's fine. He's never taken a jumper in his life. I saw him the other day. You know what? Don't pick a war. It is what it is.
Okay. Are we going to get Rico college basketball content this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You were banned from it for a while.
Nah,
that
that was
claimed.
dark. That was dark.
Oh, wait. You
Dark
weren't
stuff.
banned from it.
Yeah,
Got
it was dark. Bosco and One's doing really well.
Bosco and One's crushing it. Is there a chance
You know, I tell you, I'm looking. I sorry to interrupt, but I'm on these futures because I was looking at the Heisman. LSU 30-1 national title. That's a good bet.
You kind of turned around on them.
Well, I thought Florida State was very good. I think the SEC isn't that great, so they have, I think, a decent path to get back into the mix.
What's Washington?
They're 30-1.
I like Washington.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Do you think those Pac-12 teams can make it through
Probably not.
unscathed?
Probably not, but the only difference is this year there's so many good Pac-12
That they
teams
will
that
get
if you
respect.
get one loss, you can probably still do it. The problem has been the years where it's like only 2 good Pac-12 teams and Oregon goes and loses to Arizona
Yeah.
State. It's like then you fuck yourself.
That's fair.
My biggest problem with futures in the legal world we live in is it just ties up my money.
Right. You
I
need to
hate
stay
it.
liquid.
It's like,
you got to stay
yeah,
liquid.
you got to be liquid in the account.
Oh, I have one future because I cashed out of the Jets one after Rodgers went down, for
$8.
yeah, it was like a 10 grand and I cashed out for like 2,500. But I have the Ravens and I keep seeing it being like, do you want to cash out? And I kind of want the money right now. Yeah, it's brutal. I want to get liquid. All right, so Dave, you have Notre Dame in this game.
Yep.
And Rico?
I worry a little bit that Ohio State hasn't shown us everything yet. They were playing coy in the first couple of weeks. They opened it up last week. But, yeah, I think it's Notre Dame. Bully ball.
Okay. Vince, you want to give a pick?
Yeah, I like Notre Dame a lot in this game. I think the wrong team's favored. I don't believe in Kyle McCord on the road. I believe if you average over 40 points a game back-to-back years at Wake Forest, you've shown me something.
Okay.
Hartman.
So I'm the idiot here. All right, so Mortal Law or
You know what,
cards.
too? I'll take the over as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Let's do our cards. Do the last read, Rico, and then we'll do our cards. Actually, Mincy, do you have a Mortal Lock? Then we can let you go.
Hang on.
Oh, you can stay.
Austin wasn't on the graphic.
Stay. We'll
by
go
the way.
around. We'll go around with the Mortal Locks at the end.
Dave. Austin wasn't on the graphic.
You didn't give a pick.
Dan said put him on 0-0. Just hold people accountable.
I did say that.
Apologies.
You little late nights.
Let's just hold people accountable. Let's just hold people accountable.
The best part about having Jack do the picks now is that I know that when I text him an ad at 11 p.m. on a Saturday, he's up.
Big time.
He's up.
Quick with the tweet, too.
He's up.
I'm quick.
He's
I like
awake.
it. It's up on
Never have to
Twitter.
worry about him
Quick.
sleeping.
Also, your record, you've won as many as Austin, just for the record.
Oh,
Fair.
that's
Touche.
tough.
That's why.
tough.
Yeah. Austin, do you have a pick this week? Okay. All right, Mincy, what's your Mortal Lock?
All right, my Mortal Lock, shout out to Marshall, the Thundering Herd, laying 5.5 at home. Virginia Tech, away from home, they stink. Marshall rolled East Carolina a couple weeks ago. And also, I'm a little homer with it. Clint Triggett, their quarterback coach, on their play sheet they show on the sidelines there's a Mincy pick as they're flashing the team this year. So they sent me some gear. It's like, the boards where you have the 4 pictures where you're flashing?
Yes,
There's a
of course.
picture of me when I had a bigger chin at the poker table.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
So shout out Clint Triggett, Marshall.
I think
taking
this
them
is
on
a
5.5.
revenge game. Is Grant Wells starting for Virginia Tech? He left Marshall.
Well, that'd probably be good for Marshall.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Yeah,
Because Grant Wells is a fucking
Virginia Tech on the road, they can't score.
sucks.
I feel like you've been talking about Grant Wells for 10 years.
I have. He fucked me. Barstool Pick'em is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you ever find that just as you're trying to fall asleep, your brain suddenly won't stop talking? Do your thoughts start racing right before bed and other inopportune moments? It turns out one great way to make those racing thoughts go away is to talk through them. Therapy gives you a place to do that so you can get out of your negative thought cycles and find some mental and emotional peace. If you're thinking of starting therapy, try BetterHelp. Give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Pick'em, Pickem, today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Pick'em, Pickem.
Okay, cards. Rico.
6-pack.
6?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with what I feel good at.
I have 24
I know.
plays right now.
Oklahoma Cincy over 58.5. Oklahoma's gonna score. They've been an over team every week. I'm gonna ride with Oklahoma. It's very basic. Oklahoma. Another over team that's worked out for me. A&M. Auburn over 51.5. A&M can score. I like that quarterback. SMU plus the 6.5 against TCU. I think they can win the game outright. That one's gonna be a lock.
That's your lock?
No.
Oh.
You know how it works.
Dave, I got a theory on the TCU on this game. This might be a flip for you.
I already added one in my card. It wasn't a flip. Continue.
Okay.
Tennessee off the loss. Off the loss. The list 4-1 last week. Give me Tennessee minus the 20.5.
Who are they playing?
They are playing UTSA potentially without Frank Harris.
UTSA's
Confused.
What did I say? Tennessee lost the game.
Lost
Lost to Florida.
Florida.
You had me freaked out.
Also,
got it.
UTSA's coach, shout out.
I had that.
Jeff Traylor, he said on Friday night there's got to be better ways to make a living, talking about coaching. So that doesn't feel great.
Yeah, Frank Harris has been there forever. He's probably out.
Their best receivers.
He's just driving around
receivers
being
out
like,
too.
Look, he's playing for Ole Miss now.
he's seeing people digging ditches. He's like, man, that would be a nice life.
I honestly don't know what happened to my brain. I had the Florida-Tennessee game reversed.
It's okay. You got a lot going on. Pizza Fest this Saturday, right? Tickets. Got a couple tickets still left.
I'm adding Tennessee.
That's
I'm going to the list.
That's
on that.
crazy that I had that and I didn't take it. I like Florida. I didn't touch it. Crazy. I thought I made the right move.
It's all right.
That's weird.
UNC minus 7.5.
It's 7. I like it.
Is it 7?
I thought
All
I
right,
saw 7.
I thought it's moved up. Jerkovic Pitt has not looked great. Pitt can be run on. I like
7.5 minus 105, so it's 7 minus 115. I think that plays.
Fine, give me
Yeah.
7. That's great. I think UNC rolls there. I'm going with that.
Okay, I'll do my card real quick. I have Georgia State plus 7 at Coastal Carolina, Wisconsin minus 5.5 at Purdue. That's Friday night. Air Force minus 4.5 at San Jose State. If I'm wrong with any of these lines, I wrote them all down last night when I put them in. TCU minus 6.5. I'm going against Rico here simply because I think TCU we watched it week 1 and everyone made their judgment on them. I don't think they're as bad as we saw week 1. And Colorado is better than we thought.
I like SMU's quarterback. That's why it's not just like a chase the tail. I like SMU's quarterback a lot.
I'm gonna. This one's a stupid one, but I'm gonna do it. I think Rutgers keeps it within 2 touchdowns in Michigan, so the plus 24. I think it's gonna be at least. You have a chance to cover that number. Rutgers plus 24. App State, Wyoming over 43.5. I'm just auto betting App State every single week overs. Utah we talked about. I have that. The Clemson over, I have that. Georgia, UAB, over 53.5. JMU, minus 6.5 at Utah State. JMU, probably the best group of 5 team. Ebo? Yeah. Yes, college football playoff next year. BYU, plus 9 at Kansas. I have Wake Forest, minus 4, hosting Georgia Tech. Toledo, minus 21, hosting Western Michigan. The Kentucky Vanderbilt, over 50.5. Duke minus 21 at UConn. Washington minus 21 hosting Cal. Oregon State minus 3 at Washington State. UNC minus 7 at Pitt. UCF plus 5 at Kansas State. Rice minus 2.5 against USF. I think that was more about Bama being bad, not USF being good. And then I'll save my lock. A lot of picks. This is going to be a good week for me. I just feel it.
So I'll go. I'm against you, Dan. Here, I don't think Wisconsin should be 5.5 point favorites.
Okay.
Is anybody on the road? I'll take Purdue plus 5.5. I think that's to the wire. Cincinnati plus 14.5 at home against Oklahoma. I think Cincinnati could win that game. That to me is a money line bet possibly on Cincinnati. I'm taking the under in that game. That is a ad based on Rico with, Oklahoma scored 70 points last week. Let me take the over. So that is a
They
textbook,
play at pace. All right, you're right.
flip. Florida State minus 2, Clemson. Miami minus 23.5 against Temple. I think Miami's for real. Ole Miss +7 against Bama. West Virginia at home +6 against Texas Tech. I don't really get that line. Colorado +21 against Oregon. Over in Arkansas LSU 54.5. I just don't think we're at the point where Arizona should be 12-point favorites on the road in the Pac-12. So I'll take Stanford +12. Notre Dame +3 at home against Ohio State. Over 55.5 in that game. Iowa +14.5 against Penn State. Not sold on Penn State. I think they mucked that game up. Fresno at home -28 against Kent State. There you go. That's the card.
I have two that I missed because my numbers got cut off. Georgia Tech Wake Forest over 59.5 and Georgia Southern Ball State over 59.5.
Wake Forest had to pull that out of their ass last week.
Can I add one thing, Dan?
Yeah.
All right. We hadn't talked. Y'all nobody's talked about the Arkansas LSU game at all. That line feels high. It's 17.5 or 18 in Baton Rouge. Arkansas historically fights LSU in Baton Rouge usually. I think that even off the loss last week, Arkansas, that's a lot of points. I kind of
Okay.
cover.
I like that. All right, locks of the week. I'll start. I'm going to go Liberty FIU over 53.5. Liberty's offense is electric. I am going to bet that and hopefully get back on Mortal Locks. Michigan State, like, all I needed them to do was score 14 points. Washington did their part in the over. It was so stupid. I was so mad at myself that I didn't just take Washington as my Mortal Lock last week because it was like there's nothing worse than betting an over and having you at halftime be so far ahead of pace but knowing you're dead. I think it was 35-0 at half. And
Yeah,
the
I
over-under
offered
was
actually
55.
As a Michigander, because it's disgusting what's happened to that program. And as big brothers will tend to do, I have offered Michigan State fans I will welcome them to Michigan. I know it's a tough thing. They can root for football. They can root for the Wolverines till Michigan State gets back on their feet.
That's very nice of you.
Thank you.
Rico, trying to get his first lock of the week.
Need it. Louisville -14 against BC. I've been really high on this Louisville team. I think they're going to sneak up on people in the ACC.
I have to take it, by the way. Add it on my card.
That quarterback's a bad mamma jamma for BC.
Yeah, Dukes loves them. But I really, really like Louisville here. They won't overlook them now at home. That they've shown what they can do against Florida State. Louisville can score a lot of points. I like Louisville here. They go and get it.
Put it on my card. I've bet every single Mortal Lock. I have to
put it on my card. I faded your Mortal Lock last week. I took Missouri. That was a winner.
Fat kicker.
So I forgot. That's another one. You were paying the bills over here, Bosco. Put it on the board. I'll take BC.
Look, I'm trying to ride.
I know.
It's hard.
I know.
Jack?
I'm going to take LSU -17.5.
Okay.
Right in Mintzy's face.
Right in Mintzy's face.
That's what he does.
That's what he does.
I'm going.
Jackie
I'm going
opposites.
Saturday night. It's gonna be fun.
Nice. I love that.
Hank.
I was going to take Ohio State, but the Mincy on the board swayed me. Marshall.
Okay. Ebo. Ebo's 0-3 as well.
I'm going to go App State over 43.5 at Wyoming.
Okay, nice. And Zupi, who is
Winner.
2-0.
Leader.
I'm going North Carolina. I liked 7.5, but I'll do 7.
Yeah, 7 minus 115. That counts.
They smoke pit.
Okay. Great show, everyone.
Good show.
Feel
I
good?
haven't given a Mortal.
Oh, yeah, Mortal. Sorry, Dave. My bad.
I don't even remember. I thought it was 2-1. I don't remember even week 0 what we did for that. There was like 2 games, so that sucks. I consider myself a 2-1 guy. I'm taking Cincinnati.
Well,
if you listen to what I said, I think they can win the game. So plus 14.5.
Okay.
Oh, this board is Brady on it, too.
Yeah, it's me, Tom Brady, Jimbo Fisher, and a picture of a stadium.
Wow.
Is that
Wow.
Notre Dame Stadium, maybe? I think it's Notre Dame Stadium.
Look at you, Mincy. Everything coming up Mincy. All right.
When you're hot, you're hot, baby.
Great pick 'em. See everyone next week. Good luck. Great weekend. Don't go picking apples.
Nope.
No
Go to
apple
the Pizza
picking.
Fest. Watch some football.
Bosco might have to go to the Pizza Fest because he only got one TV.
Yes.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, so you should probably go. There's more TVs there.
You a Coney Island guy?
Yeah. All right. See everyone next week.